What up? It's already time, and we got Jay Oliver on the line. What up, man?
Yo, yo,
How you feel? How you feel?
I'm good, man. I'm on Texas time, so I'm thinking 9 o'clock my time, and I'm like, oh, it's 9 over there. I gotta call in.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let me just check and see. I already know how black people are. You know, we always on that CP time. But what's good, fam? Baltimore's listening to you right now. We got a couple of artists from the DMV area that's also, going to be following up, post the interview with you as well. But, you know what I mean? How is my hometown doing? How is Texas down there?
Texas, this your hometown? Well, I mean, how you it's big, so how is your hometown? Like, what part of
That's right,
Texas you
baby.
talking
Everything's
about?
big from Texas. Um, I mean, let me tell you, I haven't been there since I was a kid, but that's why I say, the DMV raised me. But all I can say is, how about them Cowboys? Do you see the paraphernalia around there everywhere?
What? I am not worried about the Cowboys. I am a Ravens fan all day. Sure, I was born and raised in Baltimore. I don't know nothing about no Cowboys, but I know I got a bet. So the bet is when my barber shop. I told him I was like, yo, if the Ravens come down here and lose to y'all, I'm gonna dye the streak in my hair blue just for y'all. But if the
Oh
Ravens
my.
win, then I ask free haircuts, man, for the rest of the year. So we gonna see what's up.
No, I was just starting to like the curls coming through. Yes. But that's what's up, though. I mean, I'm definitely glad that you found a home away from home. Purple Fridays is still popping up here. You ain't missing nothing, of
Yeah,
course. But look,
yeah.
you already know you're tuned in right now to Queen Bee Radio. We got our official exclusive interview with Jay Oliver, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you because just about 2 years ago, when we had our interview at Horseshoe Casino, and you were
Hmm.
talking about a lot of things up and coming, a lot of pushing, and I mean the product is definitely there. Like, tell me about this new track that you got with Trey Songz and with Kevin Hart.
So pretty much, I was just in the studio and I was like, yo, like I just wanted to create something dope and different. And I was like, yo, what if I like mix the Baltimore sound with the current sound of what's going on right now? Like, what would happen if I did that? So I was in the studio just playing around, and I just ended up doing it, the whole beat. And once I did the beat, I had wrote a song to it. And I was like thinking to myself, like, how would like somebody in Baltimore back in the day, like Lucky and all of them, like, how would they approach this? You know, Davon, the singer Davon back in the day, like how would they approach this track if they was to do a new age type of Baltimore record? And I just went in and I wrote it and I sent it to a friend of mine, like this mentor. His name is Troy Taylor, who was like Trey Songz's mentor too.
Right.
So I sent it to him just for him to listen to, like, yo, check this out. I think I'm gonna use this for a single for myself. So he listened to it and he heard it and he was like, yo, this is really good. He was like, I think I want to send this to Trey. Can I do that? And I was like, sure, go ahead. You can send it to Trey. I mean, I didn't think it was going to get to Trey,
Right. Like, go
but
ahead, my nigga. Go ahead.
I was like, yeah, go ahead. Send it to him. So he sent it to him. And then, like, the next day he called me and was like, yo, Trey likes it. He wants that record. And I was like, well, shit, I guess he can have it then. I'll just go make another one. Like, you know what I mean? So
Right.
he sent it to Trey. He went, he recorded it. He sent it back immediately. And when an artist does that, that's when you know it's no games being played. Like if an artist gets your record and they record it and you send it back within that same week, then that's when you know that you got one. So when he did that, I knew the seriousness of the record. And Troy was like, "There's one thing you got to do. You just got to change up the drums a little bit to give it a southern feel, more universal." So I went ahead and did that. Trey went in, wrote a second verse to it, and then sent it back and was like, "So what do you want to do? You want it to be on Kevin's album or you want it to be on Trey's album?" And I was like, "Yo." I mean, let's go with Kevin. I mean, Kevin, the man right now, he coming out with a movie. I'm like, let's do it with him, and at least I know that if I do it with Kevin, it's going to come out in October. And it was about August when I did the record, so I knew
Okay.
it was going to be a guaranteed placement and it was going to be huge. So, we went ahead and did that, and now they talking about it to end up on Trey Songz's album, too, because of how big the record is. So, I'm just blessed, man.
Absolutely. I mean, big ups to you. Definitely, I want to make sure that everybody knows just how this song is going to be. It's going to be a little bit bigger in my mind, only because of two things. One, you're a producer. A lot of people don't realize that you're not coming on here as an artist. You're not coming on here to promote yourself as an artist, even though you do, dabble into the artistry. But
Hmm.
you are considered one of Baltimore's top 10 producers. So,
Hmm.
when it comes to orchestrating, when it comes to actually piecing a couple of things together, I mean, why wouldn't somebody out of Baltimore be surprised that, somebody like Trey Songz could be knocking on the door? Because you put in the hard
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One question that I did want to go ahead and just pull up real quick is, you've been in the studio. What's your next and up and coming project here? Because it seems like you're working with Meek Mill as well.
Yeah, me and Meek worked on a lot of records together, but I mean, I haven't really, I haven't touched bases with him ever since the DC4 dropped. I wasn't on the DC4, so I really don't know. Like, I really, I talked to him, his camp, and his engineer. I haven't really spoken to any of them lately. But I'm just out here just working with anybody. Honestly, what I do is I record records for myself. I don't never like record records thinking that I'm going to, send it to this person, send it to that person. I usually just record records and then I send it out. That's pretty much how I do it. I know I got some stuff coming with Wayne. I got some stuff with Wiz Khalifa and Los. I got some stuff with Yo Gotti and Los. Just a lot of different records. Of course, I'm working on my own stuff. It's just really music being made every day, pretty much. That's all that is music being made.
Yes, that everyday grind is definitely something that you don't want to overlap, and you don't definitely don't want to mix up with too much. What's one of the mistakes that you see artists out here doing as far as like doing too much? Because that's a lot of people say like, oh, you're just doing too much. Like, give us a little bit
I
of
mean,
feedback.
a lot of mistakes that artists do is they go about things the wrong way. Like they do things backwards, and then when it gets them down and out to where as though they out of pocket and they can't make any more moves, they get upset, and that's when frustration sets in. But it's like it's a way and it's a level and it's a path to get to that level that you want to get to. And honestly, it took me a long time to really figure it out, and like I've really cracked it. I've figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out the code to a lot of different things, and a lot of people don't know that. So I'm definitely going to be coming back to Baltimore to share my knowledge on that. I'm throwing an event, a seminar, in December, just to get people hit. And it's crazy because I wish somebody would have gave me this knowledge that I know when I was really like in the beginning stages, because I was frustrated and everything too. And it don't take much, just got to do it the right way. And a lot of artists don't do it the right way. They're a little cheap with their careers, so it slows the process up.
A little cheap. That's crazy.
Hmm.
I mean, well, let me ask you this because a lot of people say, especially with coming from Baltimore, and they say there's this crab in the barrel mentality. What would you say as far as how you were able to break free and to step out of Baltimore? Because and even out of the DMV period, because one misconception that I foresee oftentimes is just artists seem to be so local based and thinking that they have to pop off in their hometown in order to get made. What would you say to that?
Well, I mean, it's a crab in the barrel mentality anywhere you go because I've seen it here in Dallas as well. It's definitely a crab in the barrel mentality out here as well. So it's like all I can say is, I mean, when you get outside your comfort zone, to try to make things happen, you ain't got nothing else left for you to do. And a lot of artists are not going to do that. A lot of artists don't want to do that. They're comfortable with where they're at. They're comfortable with where they're living. They're comfortable with the money that they're making. They're comfortable with just being comfortable, and that doesn't get you anywhere. You got to step outside your comfort zone. Like when I was valeting cars at the Sheraton back in 2010 or 11. I quit my job because, a dude called me from LA and was like, yo, just come out here and stay with me. I'm going to sign you and we're going to do this and the third. And, I mean, he didn't give me no money, you know what I mean? But I was just going based off of the hunch, like it could happen. I could make things happen. So, I took the little $300 that I had and I just caught that flight to LA and I just, stayed out there till I couldn't really make it out there anymore, And even when I came back to Baltimore after living in LA for like 6 months and they had no money, I met up with a dude down in Miami, and I went to go live down there with him in Miami. You know what I mean? Just trying to move around. But a lot of people aren't going to do that. Like to know that you don't know when your next meal is coming, and you don't know when your next dollar is coming, is really scary. But I mean, it's like one of those fight or flight things. It's either going to scare you into submission, or you're going to do what you can do to survive. And a lot of people don't got that in them to do it.
I definitely can say that much. Even with like launching the season 2 of the show and just transitioning into radio from going from a fan, because that's what a lot of people forget. Like you were a fan once, you know what I mean? Whether
Mm-hmm.
you were a fan of a DJ, whether you were a fan of an artist, or whether you were a fan of the industry, period, you were always a
Yeah.
fan. So, even for me, like, I even look back and I'm like, yo, the sacrifices that I've made have been crazy. But what's funny is I knew, a little bit of information about you in terms of, some of the sacrifices. I heard about the flight trip. I heard it was only like like $100 something. So for you to do three, I'm like, shoot, I don't even know what I would
Mm.
do if it was less than $50. Like I'm just sitting here chilling, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got to make it from here to there with $50, and I got to make it happen. This is my life on the
Yeah.
line. This is my career. A lot of people don't understand that that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
But they were sleeping on
At
you.
all.
Isn't that what you
They don't
said?
understand it at all.
Well, look, we're going to go ahead and get into the track. We're going to play it right after this. And just make sure that you let everybody know who you're tuned into right now.
What up? This is your boy DJ Consistence, and this Consistence is key. You heard your boy Chocolate Drop?
Chocolate drop
Chocolate Drop, featuring
at the end with the sexy voice.
Drop.
Trying to be like Mr. Godiva GQ.
Drop.
Yes.
Produced by your boy Jay Oliver. How you doing, man? How's everything?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Just trying to be like you when I grow up, you know?
Shit, man. I'm trying to be better.
It's hard out here. Hey, man, my question for you, man, is what made you want you to become a producer?
Well, I was, like everybody's story. I started out in the church choir, and I was singing and everything, doing the whole artist thing, and then like one thing I realized, I was like, in order to make it into this industry, you got to be really good at one thing, and I was making beats too, and I was really good at making beats even at, the age 14, 15 years old. I could still put a beat together. So I stopped doing the artist thing. I put it on hold, and I was just like, I'm just become a producer and get, as good as I can at that. And I think I started doing that, and then once I felt like I really was where I was at, where I needed to be production-wise, that's when I just jumped back into the artist thing, like writing my own songs and writing my own hooks. Because, I didn't know nothing about no ghostwriter. Like, I always thought you were supposed to write your own stuff. I had no idea people in the industry was using other people to write their songs. Like, I thought I had to do it. I was like, well, ain't nobody else going to do it. So, that's what I was doing.
I definitely hear that, man. What makes you different? What makes you feel different from the other producers?
Oh, the difference between me and other producers is they can't write no songs. They can't write. They can't engineer. They don't know how to mix their own beats. They don't know how to mix their own tracks. Like, it's just a lot of things they can't do. They can't get up on the stage and perform in front of hundreds of people. Like, they just, they don't really have the complete packages. I think I got it all in one.
Hey, man, all you need is all you need. I hear that.
That's dope, though. Yeah, I love that you say that all the time. All you need is all you need. Man, look, Jay Oliver, all I got to say is, bruh, I'm definitely feeling the track. I watched the video at first, and that's why I was like, oh, yes, because I'm naturally a Trey Songz fan, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. But, you know what I mean? All I got to say is, bruh, I want to wish you so much success in the future. I'm really excited about this seminar. Let me know if there's anything that you can or that you need on it. Definitely here to help out with that. One thing that I want you to do is just let everybody know, just one takeaway, if anybody's trying to make their way into the industry, regardless of whether they're a producer, a DJ, a host, a radio host, a rapper, any type of artist, a model, what type of perspective would you give them on, networking and being personable? That's what I want you to ask.
Build relationships. Relationships is everything. Like my man Shaka used to say, your network is your net worth, and that's very true. When you build those relationships with people, genuine relationships and not fake relationships, like that's when you'll get real far in this game. Like a lot of people go into relationships, a lot of people go into situations and automatically want something from that situation when they go into it. That's not the way to go. Trust me, I've been the same way where I walk into a situation like, all right, I need to get these beats to this person. But that's not how you build with somebody. You got to be personable with a person first. And once you build those relationships, you cross out all middlemen, and that's what you want to do. You never want to have to go through that middleman.
That's what's up.
Definitely feel that.
We always will appreciate you coming through on the Queen Bee Radio Show. Hey, look, when you come home, man, I don't want to see no purple shirts. I'm sorry. When you come home, I'm going to be rocking my Cowboy jersey, too. So, yeah, we have to catch that game, though.
The Ravens all day.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. We playing each other this Sunday, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course I know.
Yeah,
it's a dude from Baltimore who got drafted to the Cowboys, so I be with him all the time. I always tell him like, sorry man, I know you playing with the Cowboys, but it's hometown all day.
He playing in the biggest stadium. He ain't worried about you. He ain't worried about it at all. But look, Jay, thanks so much for coming through. I definitely appreciate you rolling through and just letting us know what's been going down behind the scenes with you. What else is there to come up, and just let everybody know where they can follow you, man.
You can follow me on all my sites is I am Jay Oliver, IAMJAY OLIVER, and then it's a lot coming. Just stay tuned.
I love it. Look, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you once again for coming through. Look, we got a couple of artists that we're gonna follow up and just see if they can match your swag real quick. All right.
All right, y'all take it easy.
You too. Holla at you.
All right.